Okay, so when you play tournament paintball, your division is determined by your skill. It starts at beginner and goes all the way up to professional, but the only best 20 teams in paintball play in professional paintball. So what do all the other teams that are close to there but not there yet play in? And that's semi-professional. So this division is ran by old pros and players who are looking to prove themselves. And I'm gonna show you what it's like to play a full semi-professional paintball tournament. Semi-professional paintball is the second highest and therefore the second hardest division in tournament paintball. And I decided to take on that challenge this year when I joined my new team, Greenville Growl. I'm gonna show you what it was like for me to play my first ever semi-professional paintball tournament, going through all the ups and a lot of the downs for me personally, as this is the second hardest division in tournament paintball. And we're in the Sin City of Las Vegas, Nevada for the National X-Ball League's first paintball tournament of the year. And our first match was against some familiar faces. Okay, so it's day one, match one. We've got Smoke. These are the local guys. I grew up playing against these guys. They're from Charleston, my hometown. We want this one bad. It's the team's first time together on a field for the NXL season. My first semi-pro event. I'm excited. Let's go get it. We went down early in the match, and I don't know if it was getting the early tournament jitters out or what, but we had to pull it back together. We got our first point on the board, and coach decided it was time to call my name to get on the field. And so I would step on the field for the first time in a semi-professional tournament. Coach decided to have me do a risky run up the field, which is the usual MO for me, so I was ready to do it. Yeah, it didn't work out for me, and we ended up right back where we were, being down by 2. With a strong push, our squad was able to get the 2 points we needed, and with no time left on the clock, our first match of the tournament was going into overtime. Game on. Luckily, with some solid shooting off the break and some good teamwork, we were able to close out the overtime point and win our first match against Smoke. I've told you that semi-professional paintball is the division right under professional paintball, but what does that really mean? In competitive paintball, all players receive a ranking and it's based on their success in tournaments. You receive a score based off your team's placing in the tournament, with the winning team receiving 100 points for winning the tournament, and every other team earning a percentage based off of this equation right here. There's a multiplier added to your score the higher you go in a division. Division 6 is considered beginner, and as you go up, that multiplier increases. A player's ranking is determined by their second, third, and fourth highest valued tournament placings. Whatever your total score of these 3 tournaments are dictates what rank you are. This ranking means that you can play that division or anything higher than that. So I'm currently ranked Division 3, which means that if I sign up for any tournament, I can play in the Division 3 or higher. There's also rules that allow for teams to have 1 to 2 players that are ranked 1 or 2 divisions higher to play on teams. And all of these rules are in place to allow for the most people to play in tournaments and also keep it fair. Okay, so we're on to our second match of the day, and it was against Struggle, a team out of Ohio. Get out!
Got a very aggressive ref run now, And that results in a minor on Grau. Wow, nice 1-for-1 battle there.
Yeah.
With us putting some back-to-back points on the board, Coach called my name again, and it was the same plan as before. And I got shot off the break last time, so I knew what I had to do to fix it.
I think I'm on the wrong side of the field.
And yet again, I dropped the ball. I mean, it was just bad timing on my part, and I got caught out, and it happens. And now the match was tied.
Tie match now with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left.
Picks up one dead center of the head.
Player number 72 just got himself a snack pack, a two-piece towel being called by Struggle. Was that a good decision by Struggle?
This match got insanely tense, and the score became tied with a minute left. So we had one last chance to put together a push to win the match.
Struggle does lose.
Some of your body's moving up the field. Same with mine. Here comes. Oh, look at this.
That was
Here goes a run. Here goes a run. Player number 7. Well done. And that is point approved with 15 seconds left.
We pulled it out against Struggle last minute. It was crazy. Just a lot happening, and it's tight. It's been fun. Now it's time to get home, get recovered, get ready for day 2. And speaking of recovery,
I use Birdman's Falcon Performance Protein Powder to do that. They are a sponsor of myself and the channel. I'm super serious about my nutrition. This is the biggest aid I use for recovery from the long practices, many days in the gym, and in between match days and tournaments. Making sure your protein intake is on point is essential for muscle recovery and building. My goal every day is to get 1 gram of protein per a pound of body weight. I do this mostly through Whole Foods, but when I'm on the go or super busy and need some protein quick, I always reach for protein powder. And with Birdman's Falcon Performance, it makes it super easy. It has 30 grams of protein and 5 grams of creatine. Both are shown to help you improve recovery and also athletic performance. The biggest thing that I like about the protein is that it's a vegan protein with no artificial colors or sweeteners, and they have a probiotic blend in there, all to help with digestion. So if you're someone like me who's lactose intolerant and gets the protein farts from certain types of protein, this is a really good option for that. So if you wanna try out Birdman's Falcon Performance Protein and Athletes Focus Protein Powder, they've made it easier than ever by just throwing it on Amazon. And if you wanna save 10% on checkout and support myself and the channel, you can use the code MattGymRat. Thank you to Birdman for supporting myself and the channel, and if you want to try out the protein, go on Amazon and use the code MattGymRat to save yourself 10%. Being recovered from day 1, it was time to start day 2 of the tournament, where we had our last 2 prelim matches, and these were going to be the 2 hardest matches of the entire tournament. Match 3 was against a team out of Mexico called the TJ Bastards. Starting off rough would be an understatement. We were having a ton of issues with paint, so we actually ended up running back to the paint truck and getting a different skid of paint so that we could shoot it out of our guns. But by this point, we were down 0-3. In an effort to see if we could change something, Coach called my name to go in. Sniper! And as you can see, I'm keeping a trend here of struggling and dying early, but luckily, even with my early death, the team was able to pull it out and put our first point on the board. And with that momentum, we were fighting back, and we are able to score 2 more points to get the match within 1 with a minute and a half left. In an effort to win the point we needed, Robbie got shot on a big move and got a major penalty with less than a minute left in the match. In the rulebook, if a team gets a major penalty with under a minute left, it's an automatic point for the other team, and that made the score now 2-4 with 15 seconds left, giving us our first loss in the tournament. Going into our last prelim match of the tournament, we had a record of 2-1, and if we wanted to make it onto the playoffs, we had to win our last match, which just happened to be our hardest. Leverage is a team out of New Jersey, and they have a reputation for playing hard and winning. So if we wanted a chance of playing on Sunday and a possibility of winning this tournament, we had to win today.
Much in the same predicament. You know, either team really actually needs to win in order to solidify their Sunday ticket.
Yeah. Have Greenville growl with a deficit of 2 points with 0-2 against Leverage.
We lost our first 2 points of the match, and now it's time for me to step on the field to see if I can make a difference. And keeping in the theme of this tournament, I had another early death, and at this point I was struggling. But luckily the guys behind me were able to pull out the win and put our first point on the board, making the score 1-2. With some back and forth points, we were now down by 1. And to my surprise, Coach called my name. I guess he still had faith in me even after all the times that I had died so early. But he told me to do the one thing I hadn't done the entire tournament, and that was to run to the corner. And I was really excited to get out there and see if I could put something together and bring us back in the match.
A1! A120! A1 is keeping me in! Hey, the Cowboys! Hey, Mark got in the stake!
Yeah, looks like we're having some hopper issues for the Greenville Dorito player.
Hey, JB, I'm hot beer. He's down the tape. Hey, I'm still alive! Okay, I hear you. Hey, can we kill the Cowboys? Cowboys 10, kill 3. Charlie 10.
And finally, I was able to stay alive long enough to put it together and win the point. And now the match was tied with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. But Leverage was not going to go down that easily. With just 1:14 left, Leverage was able to put up another point with our backs against the wall. So we had to put together another quick push to tie up the match, and my name got called for this one.
But right now we got a good match going on with 1:14 left, Leverage 4 and Greenville Growl 3.
Leverage launches. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Leverage is going to win.
With little time left, Leverage was able to stop our final push and end our tournament. And that's what it's like to play a semi-professional paintball tournament. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you got this far, please consider leaving a like, and if you aren't subscribed, get subscribed. And if you want to go further by supporting the channel, you can do that by a couple of easy ways. The first one is simply by going and supporting the sponsors that support me. Birdman was so awesome to sponsor this video, and I'm very grateful for it. Also, if you want to pick up another deposit shirt, they are at lonewolfpaintball.com. And lastly, if you want to become a channel member, you get a ton of exclusive content like all the raw matches from this event, as well as some behind the scenes footage, all for $2 a month. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video again, and I will see y'all later. Peace.